Alright, ladies and gents, what's going on? Welcome back to another live recap video, doing a recap of the Bayern and the VfB Stuttgart game. Just got done watching the game, so what can I say about this game? And Bayern, once again, first half, they looked very sloppy, but in the second half, that's where they picked things back up. Lewandowski today had a great game. That goal by Lewandowski, in my opinion, will go down as Bundesliga goal of the month, because that strike by him was just world class. But one thing I want to talk about in this video is Gnabry's recent dip in form, because in the past couple of weeks now, I feel like that Coman, he's been playing way better compared to Gnabry. Like, I mean, seriously, if you look at the way how Coman has been playing compared to Gnabry, Coman has been giving off way better performances, and I don't know what happened with Gnabry's form recently. But Coman, man, let's just say Coman has been absolutely crucial for Bayern these last couple of weeks, and he's going to be another crucial factor for us in the Champions League. And Douglas Costa today, he finally got a G for Bayern. So yeah, Costa, Lewandowski, and Coman. Yeah, Coman, they scored today, so that's a positive. But really, man, I mean, Neuer. First of all, I don't know what Neuer was doing right there on that goal when it looked like that Stuttgart were gonna make it 2-1. Because I mean, really, Neuer. Neuer single-handedly got saved by VAR right there. Seriously, VAR single-handedly saved Neuer, because that would just been embarrassing to score. Because I'm talking about the part when after Coman equalized. Yeah, when after Coman equalized, Bayern, they were caught sleeping. Like, I feel like the Bayern were absolutely caught sleeping, and it was only because of VAR that completely saved us. Because I mean, we got a bit lucky in this game. Let's be honest here. We got pretty lucky with us being saved and bailed out by VAR, because if it wasn't for VAR, we would have definitely, the game probably could have gone a different path. The game probably would have gone a different way if it wasn't for VAR. And yeah, but recently, man, one thing I'm trying to figure out is like what's going on with Thiago at Liverpool, because one thing that I don't understand is why we would let go of Thiago, because honestly, I don't know about you, but I continue to have bad feelings about us getting rid of Thiago, because I mean, Thiago was so good for us. Like, if only had we kept Thiago, I personally believe that our squad would have been more solid. But I just think our midfield needs to do a better job, because I mean, especially with Tolisso. Like, my question right now for Bayern is our midfield good enough with Goretzka and Tolisso, or do you think we should improve at midfield? Because I personally feel like that sometimes that, hopefully that the burden of not having Thiago in midfield is not going to come back and haunt us. That's my only question for Bayern once the Champions League officially starts, because let's be honest here, despite us doing good in the Champions League group stage, we have possibly the easiest schedule out of any team in the Champions League, if I'm being honest here. Like, our schedule is very easy. That's what we got to acknowledge here, because in the last couple of games, we had a super easy schedule, and the real test will be to when the official knockouts start. So, yeah, that's that. But I personally think that Lewandowski, man, let's be honest, Lewandowski's heroics are also a big reason why we are continuing to win these games, because defensively today, I feel like that defensively we were pretty atrocious today. Like, I really believe that maybe in the transfer window, we should probably go after another center back to help bolster our back four. Because, I mean, I feel like that the only consistent defender for us recently in these last couple of games has been possibly Lucas Hernandez. I mean, Lucas Hernandez is, in my opinion, the most consistent defender that we've had. And I think he's like a big reason why our defense is not completely bad. But, I mean, really, we need to step up on defense. Because if our defense doesn't step up, then we're going to get knocked out in the Champions League. Like, I hate to be the one to break the bad news here, but look, I've been watching this Bayern team play, and I just think that defensively today, man, we were just completely caught sleeping at times. Especially in these last couple of games, man. Like, I just think that defensively, we completely were just sleeping. We were just freaking caught sleeping, and it's only going to come back and bite us back if we don't fix it. So, I'd have to say that in the transfer window, we should probably look at going after a center back or something, because I mean, really, that goal by Stuttgart right there was pretty good, especially with that counterattack. Like, one thing that concerns me about Bayern going into the Champions League is that how will we able to defend against the counterattack? Because if we can't defend against the counterattack, then we're screwed. Okay, simple as that. We're going to be screwed if we can't defend against the counterattack. So, yeah, that's that. I personally believe that going after a center back in the transfer window would possibly make life a lot easier for Bayern, in my honest opinion. Like, I think that by going after a center back, it would make things way, way better. So yeah, that's what I wish we could do in the transfer window and all that stuff. But tonight was a solid win. But let's talk about Liverpool, because Liverpool, man, Liverpool have been absolutely atrocious in these last couple of games. Like, what is going on with Liverpool right now? I really don't get it. Like, I still think Liverpool are going to make it to the Champions League knockouts, but I think Liverpool without Van Dijk are going to be one and done in the Champions League. Like, that's just my personal opinion, because Liverpool, they really need Van Dijk badly. Like, you could tell that Liverpool, they're missing Van Dijk, because I didn't watch the game because it was super early, but oh man, without Van Dijk, Liverpool, I think, are just going to be in for a very rude awakening. Like, seriously, I just think that without Van Dijk in the starting 11 for Liverpool, they're not going to get anywhere. That's just me. But another news, Leipzig, they win 2-1 today, and Freiburg and Augsburg drew 1-1. But Serie A, we got a bunch of good Serie A games coming on today. Inter Milan, they win 3-0 today. But in the Champions League, Inter Milan have been atrocious. But right now, Manchester City are currently winning 5-0 against Burnley. So that is just a big humiliation. Like, they're just absolutely just clapping on Burnley. Like, Manchester City are giving off one of their most impressive performances today in recent games and all that. But really, for Liverpool, they should have won today against Brighton. And the crazy part today about the game is Jurgen Klopp's reaction, because I think that Jurgen Klopp, like, didn't he get pissed off at the cameras or something at the end of the game, from what I saw on Twitter. Now, I didn't watch the video, but somebody got to fill me in on this, because it looks like that Jurgen Klopp got mad, because let's just say Jurgen Klopp did not handle the game very, very well today. Especially, like, I don't blame him, because it's like Liverpool, I mean, are they really serious Champions League contenders, or are they just like that Champions League team that's just going to be like a one-hit team and then they're going to fall off the next season? Because we saw what happened against Atletico in the Champions League. They were only good for like 1 year in the Champions League, because against Atletico, they just absolutely, like, melted. That's the only thing I can say about Liverpool, is that against Atletico, they completely just melted. But going back to the Bayern game, man, so yeah, I think that we need to go after a potential center back to help fix the defense, so that we can keep our back four intact. Because, I mean, if we can just complement our players, if we can complement Pavard and Lucas Hernandez with just more consistent performances from our center backs, then we can be a complete team, because we still have potential. We saw how it was like having Lucas Hernandez on our team. With Lucas Hernandez, he's making a very big difference for our defense. And I think that Lucas Hernandez is a big reason why our back four is not a complete mess, just because of his incredible performances. I mean, that's what I can say, because when we first got Lucas Hernandez, I was pretty skeptical about the signing, because I didn't know who Lucas Hernandez exactly was. But after his recent performances, man, that 80 million transfer for Lucas Hernandez is paying off so far in the biggest difference. It's making the biggest difference for Bayern right now. So that's good. But listen, man, I think that we constantly relying on heroics from Lewandowski is not going to be enough, because, I mean, we need to rely on our back for it to not concede, because sometimes I feel like we concede way too many goals. And if we continue to concede these goals, man, then I hate to say this, but we're not going to get far in the Champions League if we continue to concede silly goals like that, especially on the counter. Like, come on, on the counter, man, we got to play way better. Like, no joke. Playing on the counter needs to be our priority. Improving on the counter needs to be our first priority. Like, that's all I gotta say. But I'm looking at the who scored stats right now. Why I don't have like 100 viewers anymore? I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really answer that question. I don't know why, but maybe people are just not into my content, or I have no idea, or maybe like my notifications are not hitting everybody. So if you can, just make sure to click that bell icon next to the subscribe button, because I mean, I'm not the only YouTuber that's experiencing this, because there's plenty of other YouTubers that are also experiencing not like having a high amount of viewers despite them having a high amount of subscribers. So I'm not the only YouTuber here, but the best way to stay up to date with whenever I upload is to just hit that bell icon, just clicking it next to the subscribe button, because I mean, if more people would do that, then that's realistically the best way how people are notified of when I upload. Because that's realistically the way how you can know when I upload videos and when I go live, is just by having notifications turned on. So yeah, that's that. But today for Bayern, one thing that we did really good today against Stuttgart was that we were able to dispossess them with a high pressing, and we were good at finishing. Finishing was really good today, and long shots, man. Lewandowski scoring a goal from long shots just is one of those rare things that just happened to happen today, because normally Lewandowski, he's that type of striker that's usually deadly from within the 6-yard box, but from outside the box for Lewandowski to get that goal was just a work of art, was just a world-class finish. Seriously, that's the only thing I can say about Lewandowski's performance, is just world-class finishing today. But I just think we need to cut down on the errors, and if we can cut down on the errors, sorry, got the hiccups, then I think it's just going to do better for us in the long run. So that's all I really have to say about this Bayern game, man. I don't know what else to say about Bayern tonight. I think I already said what I have to say, man. I still think that Alaba, he's probably going to be seeking a transfer in January, because I still don't know what's going on with Alaba and the club and the Bayern board, but it seems like they're not having the best relations from what I've been reading, man. So if Alaba leaves Bayern, then of course, I mean, I'm probably going to have mixed feelings about Alaba leaving the club, but I mean, this is football, man. So unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do about it. Today about Coman, man. Today for Bayern, Coman was just absolutely clinical, because I think that Coman is a better dribbler compared to Gnabry. Like, if I had to pick who's a better dribbler between Coman and Gnabry, I'd probably have to say Coman, because Coman's quickness is really good. Like, I personally think that Coman's quickness and dribbling ability can be just as good as Mbappe's. Like, I know I might sound dumb for saying this, but I just think that the way how Coman has been playing in recent games for Bayern, his quickness is just, and speed is just as good as Mbappe's, But the only difference between Coman and Mbappe is that Coman, he just needs to continue to prove himself so that he can earn himself a starting permanent position in Bayern's starting 11. Because tonight, Coman, man, he's been the player that's impressed me the most for Bayern these last couple of games. So yeah, I think that Coman is going to be the biggest key difference for us, especially in the Champions League knockouts. Like, I think that Coman, man, that if Coman continues to give off these impressive performances, and I think Coman deserves more respect. But hey, that's just the way how I see it, man, because really, I mean, you got to give it up to Coman. He's been absolutely clinical for Bayern these last couple of games. Seriously, his dribbling and his footwork is just out of this world, man. Like, I mean, how can you not be impressed with his dribbling and his footwork? Like, his quickness is just unfreaking, is just unreal. Like, well, not unrealistic, but his quickness is just unreal. Like, seriously, his quickness is a key trait in him, allowing us to produce great results. So yeah, guys, man of the match today, in my opinion, would have to be Coman without a doubt. So anyways, ladies and gents, that's the video here. I think I'm done here, because I already said what I had to say in this video here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to everybody who showed up to my stream. Make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you for more.